Here's a video now about the vaccines. Your puppy gets vaccinated at 6 weeks, 9 weeks, 12 weeks, and sometimes even at 16 weeks, depending on your area and what your vet's practice is, etc. Deworming usually happens every time with the vaccines. I think it's best practice to just book those vaccines into your Google Calendar. I don't know what the practice is by most vets where you guys go. I know we've got like an open clinic, so you just show up and you take your dog because they are so adamant about vaccinating. Really, I hope none of you are like into serious gardening, because yeah, these dogs just like destroy the garden. They chew on everything, even though it's like I've tasted some of the stuff that they chew and I'm like, it's so bitter. I don't know how they manage to chew on it, but it's so funny. Anyway, look at this now. The other thing that you guys need to be aware of is that when you do take your dog to the vet, don't put them down. Don't keep them on a leash and walk them into the vet's, office or whatever. Keep them in your arms as long as possible, as much as possible. I know that these are big dogs, they're heavy. Maybe get a crate. I know that's not possible for everyone, but the main reason is that we know there's a huge influx in parvovirus here well, I assume it's wider than Gauteng. But I know that Gauteng's been having a real problem with it. And I know that rabies is a really big issue in Natal. So I think best practice, always. First, I guess, phone your vet, find out what their protocol is, how they want you to bring the dog in. I know that some vets have even been meeting the clients in the car, like outside the office at the client's car, to vaccinate the dog in the car. That especially when it's a puppy, it's fairly doable, especially if it's just one puppy. But really, be so careful. Look after these guys. They seem impervious, they seem really tough, yes, but they're not. They can get sick. And hey, I mean, this is, we're all aware of that, aren't we? We've all been practicing being safe and social distancing and all of that. So these dogs, just try and act like they also need to wear a mask. Sort of. Put a bubble around them when you do take them out. They're usually fine at like a year. When they're a year old, they receive like their final vaccination. It's like a booster, like the first of their yearly boosters. So then after that, every year you do booster vaccinations for rabies and parvo and I don't know what else. Those are the two main really ugly diseases. I've heard so many sad stories about the parvovirus taking puppies. It's really horrible. Anyway, so I think it's good. They are, they're healthy. We've done everything we can to keep them safe. But when I hand them over, I want to know that you guys at least know and understand that it's not just take your puppy to the park time. You need to keep them safe, keep them in a bubble type environment for the next 3 months, plus minus, at least. Okay. Oh my word, this dog. She's a digger. That's Daisy. Good luck, everybody.